Hey y'all. So I am back with another video. And today is February 15th, 2022, and it is 10:34 a.m. Central Standard Time because I am in Houston, Texas right now. Oh, listen, y'all. I got a word for today, okay? And today's word, the title of today's word is going to be "The Blessings Will Find You." Just go with the flow. So, like, a lot of times, like, when we know that these blessings are about to find us, like, we just be like going over, above, and beyond trying to make these things happen. I know I sound like a broken record because, listen, I have been talking about this for a while now, right? Just like about just like keeping yourself out of it, not putting yourself in the mix, like just letting the Father do his thing, and just like being behind the scenes, standing down, right? And just going with the flow. But it's apparent that his kids is being disobedient because he just has me revisiting this over and over and over and over again, right? And he is saying that, listen, y'all, it is nothing that you have to do in this hour other than to prepare, which I speak about all the time, other than to prepare and just kick your feet up and just relax and go with the flow. Like, just go with things as they happening, right? Don't try to like put your hand to it, and don't try to like make things happen in your own according to your own accord, right? But just really just like relaxing in the Father and just doing what it is that he's calling you to do. And I know it's hard. Like, listen, in the beginning when the Father was showing me these promises and speaking to me about these different blessings that he was bringing into my life, I was stressing myself out, okay? Stressing myself out about how it's going to happen, when it's going to happen, why it's going to happen, like on and on and on and on and on, right? And I would say that I literally stressed myself out about it up until I don't know what these allergies, y'all. These allergies in Texas. Like, listen, I don't even have allergies, but when I come down here, my eyes is always itching. My nose is always itching. Like, it's just a mess, okay? Texas, get it together, okay? Because it's just the air quality. Get it together, Texas. But listen, but I love this state, y'all. I love it. I lived here for 7 years, and so every time I come back, I feel like home because, you know, I lived here. So, what was I saying? Back to what I was saying, okay? And so up until the point when I went to Africa, I was stressing myself out about how these things was gonna happen. Like, all the way up until the point, like a couple of days before I left, I finally like released things and was just like, listen, Father, it's gonna happen the way you should, right? And it was literally like a week before I left that I made a decision, like, you know what? I'm done. Because the whole time I was in New York, let me tell y'all, I was stressing my brain cells out, okay? Trying to figure out details, trying to see when, how he gonna bring this together, how he gonna orchestrate that, and like really stressed out, like I'm not even joking. And he had to get me to a point where I just was like, took my hands off of it and was like, all right, I give up, Father, like have your will in your way, because obviously and apparently no matter how no matter how I feel or what I say or what I think or, you know, any of the above, it's not going to change how you're orchestrating things, right? It's not going to change how the Father is moving in this hour. Like, he gonna do what he wants to do. Okay, whether you on board with that plan or not. And you only just gonna further stress your own brain cells, because guess what? He like, listen, it's already written. Don't expect me to go back and rewrite things that I have already written. It is what it is, okay? And I am who I am. And that's just it. Like, you either gonna have to take it or you gonna have to leave it, because it is no changing of the plans, right? He already got things set in place of how he wants things to happen. He already has an appointed time as to when these things will take place in your life. And there's nothing you could do about it. That's like not existing, right? And then you sitting here and somewhere in the universe trying to dictate when you coming into this world. Like, you have no control over that. Even if you do ever come into this universe, you have no control over that happening. Like, it just happens. And you look up and you a human, right? But you can't be sitting around talking about when you sending me down, when you gonna put me in my mother's womb. Like, who even thinks like that, right? You don't even think, right? Because you don't even exist. So it's like you have to literally think of things from that type of perspective. Like, listen, I really have no control over this at all. Like, I have no control over what's happening. I have no control over the way it's happening. I have no control over when it's happening. I have no control over where it's happening. Just release yourself, right? And so as I was thinking about this word that the Father was placing inside of me, right, he brung to me this part in the movie. It's called Baby Boy. I don't know if y'all ever watched it, but listen, that is my favorite movie, okay? I watched Baby Boy 1,000,000,001 times. Like, still to this day. It came out years ago. And I still will put this movie on and recite every part in the movie, okay? Every part in the movie. And people hate watching Baby Boy with me, right? It's with Tyrese and Taraji P. Henson. And so, like, they the main, actors in the movie. And basically the concept of the story is a man who doesn't quite know how to grow up, right, in life. So he's still acting like a child, thinking like a child. Like, he hasn't done away with his childish ways yet. So he's still, like, learning and growing. And you kind of see this playing out in the movie in his life, right? And so anyway, I watch this movie and people don't like watching it with me because I just sit there and recite the whole movie. And they just like, listen, really, Melody? Like, this is what we about to do? We about to sit here and you just gonna recite the whole movie? Like, we might as well turn the movie off and just let you act it out because, like, you just really doing too much, right? But I love this movie, y'all. So anyway, it's a part in the movie where the mom is, I forget her name. I forget who played the mom, who played Baby Boy's mother. But it's a part in the movie, his name was Jody, right? It's a part in the movie where Jody's mother is in the bathroom and she has this green dress on with some heels and she getting ready for her new date because she done got her a new man, y'all. And she ready to step out and, like, really get to know this guy and really spend time with him. And so this guy's taking her on a date. So she's in the bathroom, and as she's getting prepared to go on her date, Jody, right, which is her son, and he just kind of like looking her up and down like, yeah, you look all right, and where you going with this man anyway that you just met? And she looks at him and she's like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. He like to listen to music. We'll probably go to hear some music. We probably go dance a little. Like, I don't know, and I don't need to know, and it is gonna be what it is. And all I know is he taking me. And what you worried about it for anyway, right? It ain't in those words, but I ain't about to, do what I do in the movie, okay? But, so it's kind of like that's the dialect between the two of them. Like, he just questioned her basically on how things is going to play out, where they going, how it's going to happen. And she backtracks and is like, listen, I don't know. We going somewhere, and I just know wherever it is that we going, it's going to be a good time. And D-N and period, and get out my bathroom. And so it's exactly that way in this hour with the Father moving and bringing these blessings into our lives. It's like, we don't know the details. We don't have to know the details. Like, we should just get comfortable and not knowing the details. Like, it is okay. Okay? It is okay to just rely and depend on him to bring these blessings into our lives. Like, it is going to be him who is going to allow these blessings to just find us. And when we go with the flow and we just let the situation be what it's going to be, things just play out and they just come together and they just work together so freely, right? It's so, like, it's nothing that we got to do, y'all. Like, it just, I'm telling you, when you just free yourselves like I had to do with my whole trip going to Africa and trying to figure out life and the meaning of it, because it was so much that I didn't understand and I was confused, and I was just like, well, Father, you promised me this. Am I gonna look like a fool? Like, what's happening? And let me tell y'all, he really showed up and showed out, y'all. Like, he did that, okay? He did that. And it wasn't until I took my hands off of the situation that I realized, oh my gosh, Father, okay, like, this is real. You told me this. I believed it. You showed me, like, listen, daughter, I got you. And it just worked out the way it was supposed to, right? And once I got to Africa, I was just going with the flow, y'all. Like, I wasn't making no plans. I didn't have my own perception of things. I wasn't trying to force things. Like, I just really was in the moment, going with the flow, and things just fell into place the way that they were supposed to, right? And so that's exactly what the Father does in that moment. It's like, ooh, it's hot. It's hot. It's getting hot. I'm sitting in the car, y'all, because, you know, I'm back with the kids. So you already know life as a mother is crazy. I can't record in peace. So I'm sitting in the car and I'm recording this video. And so I just dropped my mom off at the airport because she is flying to Florida today. Look at her and her grown self thinking she can go where she want to go like her daughter. Who she thinks she is, flying around this country, right? So, around these states, should I say. She flying around these states, y'all, like she is grown. So, but I'm happy for her. She get her little vacation. She deserves it. She done held these kids down for the past couple of weeks that I have been MIA. And so she rightfully so should be leaving and enjoying her moment with her husband. So listen, y'all. Yeah, so it was in that moment, getting back to what I was saying, that I really just found peace, and the Father really just worked things out the way that he should. And coming back from Africa, I realized that it's become a permanent part of me. Like, I don't stress about nothing no more. I don't worry about trying to figure out the pieces and put them together and how this is going to fit here. And it's like, I'm just like at peace, y'all, in a way that I have never been at peace before. Like, my mind literally is so calm. It's so still. It's so just relaxed. Like, I'm even shocked. I was just sitting at my mom's table yesterday, and I was just like really sitting there thinking, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like I really am just like so just calm. Like, it's like, you know, like just, I don't know. I can't even explain it. I've never experienced this type of calmness inside of my mind. Like, usually my brain is like racing 1,000 thoughts. I'm trying to figure this out, trying to figure that out, how I'm gonna put this together, how I'm gonna put that together, where I'm gonna go, what I'm gonna do. And it's like, this is the first time in my life that I really just am just calm. Right? Like no racing thoughts, like no trying to figure things out. Like, I really am in a place, in a space where I'm just comfortable with things happening the way that they should. And it's an amazing place to be. So I'm encouraging y'all. The Father that gave this word, okay? And I'm bringing it to y'all and encouraging y'all to just get into that space, right? Just get into that space of just trusting and believing in him, because listen, he gonna do it. He gonna bring that blessing to you, and it's going to find you, and that's just it. That's just it, y'all. So I hope y'all having an amazing day. It is hot as heck out here. I'm at McDonald's right now because I'm about to get my daughter caramel frappe, because she been asking me for like 3 days to buy her one. So I'm gonna surprise her and get her a caramel frappe this morning. And so I'm about to go hop on this drive-through line and get this frappe. And I just hope y'all are having an amazing day. And I will see y'all again on the next video.